Done. Starting. Okay. Okay. So, welcome to the Truth and Reconciliation Festival and to my workshop, The Goddess Within Me. And I'm really happy to be here with these beautiful women from around the world. And actually, I'm really excited. This is a workshop that I gave many times face-to-face, but never online and never in English. So this would be the first time online and the first time in English. So I will need you to be a little patient with me, and we'll see how it goes. I'm sure it will be nice. I want to present myself first. So this is me. Since we have many people from India, I will start with this. And so I love having dreams and I love fulfilling my dreams. One of my dreams was to go to India. And this did not happen. For many years, I had no partner to go with. And at the age of 50, I decided that I would go. And, you know, then all the stars turned and I went with 3 good friends twice. One time to Rajasthan, you know, Jaipur, and Taj Mahal, as in the picture. And the second time to the south of India, which was a life-changing tour for me, a whole month. And all kinds of dreams I'd like to fulfill. My hobby is dancing. I've been dancing since the age of 5. This is my dancing colleagues. We're just back to dancing and it makes my heart open and it makes me so happy. And I didn't realize how much I missed it during the lockdown. Yoga I discovered, I think since I've been to India, maybe a little bit earlier. And it's been life-changing for me too. I'm currently studying to be a yoga teacher. And I'm starting with this, you know, and then going to what I do really. I am an organizational consultant. I was born in Jerusalem, Israel. And I grew up in Israel. I live in Herzliya. It's a small town near Tel Aviv, close to the beach. We moved here 9 years ago. And I found my purpose in life towards the age of 40. I looked for it many, many years and thought that the purpose would be a profession, like being a teacher, being a doctor, and then I discovered it doesn't really need to be a profession. It can be a way of living, and my purpose is to enable leaders to fulfill themselves, to be the best leader they can, the best goddess they can. And this is what I do mostly in organizations, sometimes with just women or men, or women and men together. I do it many times. This is through outdoor training. I love being outside. I believe in nature and teaching in nature. And this picture is a year ago when I studied the Shakti leadership, which is a model, an integrative model for leading. It goes 3 ways: getting inside yourself, being your leader, and giving your present to the world. This picture was taken in the launching of the book in Hebrew. I prepared it here again. So this is the book in Hebrew. And what I'm doing right now is bringing it to organizations. Okay, I see something in the chat. Can you look at it, Rebecca? Okay, thank you. Bringing it to organizations and working with people on conscious leadership. This last picture here is my volunteer work. I work with parents of LGBT children since my daughter came out of the closet 10 years ago when she was 16 years old. And I saw the journey that my husband and I did in supporting her and supporting one another. I took it as a mission to help other parents who have challenges with children that are coming out of the closet, that are LGBT. And we're still in Israel, it's not such a, we have a lot of issues around it. So this is me. Did someone have a question?
Yeah, so, well, and
Okay.
Les, do you want to ask it yourself?
I'm stopping. With males who want to touch the goddess within themselves, is yes, please do share some experiences around it. Okay, Binti asked. Well, I work with males. I work with men, not around goddesses, but around being the best version of themselves. And you can, I don't call it empowerment because they don't like the word. It feels to them too much spiritual. But as Nilima, our teacher, says, we have a way of speaking to each one as they could absorb it. So I do work with men and women, and not with men alone, sometimes with women alone, but not with men alone. Goddesses is, I think it's too much for men. Well, I didn't try it, I must say. So I don't know. Maybe I will one of these days. I know there is a model for men, so I didn't try it. So Vinti, I hope this is an answer for you.
Thank you.
Going
yes.
back to the, no problem. Thank you for asking, and thank you, Rebecca, for letting me, because I get into this really. Okay, let's see if this goes on. Okay, I want to dedicate this workshop to my aunt, which I loved. She died last week of the coronavirus. And I think in this time, she would have loved to be here and listen to this workshop. So this is in memory of Geula Tamim. Okay, let's mute ourselves when listening. Open our computer camera so I can see your beautiful faces. Open our hearts. Share what we want and don't share what we don't want. And be patient with technology because like I said, this is the first time and we'll have a lot of stuff going on, so be patient with me. And we did some kind of an introduction, but I do want just for everyone to unmute themselves because we have some new people here, say their name, country, and between a word and a sentence, not more than that. And I will go by what's my computer. I know each one has it differently. So the first one will be Rukshana. Name, country, and one word.
Right. I'm Rukshana. I live in South India, and I'm very happy to be here. It was the title of the workshop that really jumped out at me, and that's why I joined. Thank you.
You did second one. I'm doing it fast, so we hear everyone, but it will be
Israel, Jerusalem, and the word should be synchronicity.
Thank you. Supana.
Yeah, I'm from Bangalore, and I think I'm quite intrigued to see what comes out of this workshop. So yeah, the title did jump out. Yes, I agree.
Thank you. Vinti?
Vinti from Bangalore, India. And I'm a mom, I'm an organization consultant, and I am a goddess in discovery, I guess.
Oh, this was an amazing sentence. I'm glad I recorded it. Thank you, Rinki.
Thank you.
Cristina Costa.
Like I said, I'm from Portugal, but I live in Atlanta, USA. And the words, well, I'm a leadership consultant and coach, and I work with culture in organizations. And the word would be curiosity.
Thank you. Great. Shalini, you're next.
Hi, hello everyone. I'm Shalini. I'm from Hyderabad in South India, and right now I'm bringing a lot of curiosity and openness to the space. And I'm actually getting troubled and frustrated because of my internet connection. I don't know when I'm going to, So please don't mind. Otherwise, if I had to move here and there. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Shalini, you get a special offer to shut off your camera if you need it, okay? If it makes the internet better. Thank you. Okay, Rebecca, you're next.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm Iris's Shakti sister, and that's why I'm here. And I'm a social entrepreneur and wanting to leave the world better than I found it. So that's why I'm here, because I want to know how the goddesses can help me do that.
Thank you. Ilse?
Yeah, I'm Ilse. I'm from Brussels. My husband is from India too, so India is very well known to me. And we just moved from Portugal, so it's kind of funny how the stories are different. So I'm here out of curiosity. Long time ago, I read a book, Goddesses in Every Woman, which I still love. And so I was just, the title intrigued me. So I'm here, the word curiosity coming up.
Great, Ilse. You're saving me time afterwards, all of you, in introducing the subject. Thank you. Nisha, you're next. Nisha is, she's, okay.
Hi. So my internet is very bad, so I may come and go. I mean, I cannot hear everybody properly. So I'm from Bombay, India, and actually the title of it really jumped out to me. And I do gift packaging, and I've also learned 3 levels of Reiki and magnified healing. So all this is very interesting to me.
Thank you, Nisha. Wow.
Can you hear me? I don't know. Can you hear me?
If you need, we heard you. Yeah, thank you. Myrna, you're next.
Hello, I'm Myrna James Yu. I'm calling from Denver, Colorado. I'm a writer and publisher, primarily around what we can learn from the earth and from nature.
Wow. Thank you. Melanie, hi.
Hi. I'm Melanie. I'm at the moment in Chiang Mai. Normally, I'm from Hamburg, Germany. And my word is healing stones.
Healing stones. Great. Thank you. And Binafer, did I say it right?
Hi, I'm Binaifa. And I'm from Bombay, same as Nisha. And absolutely, the goddess within me is what sprung up and caused an intrigue to know what this class is all about. So thank you.
Thank you. And I think the last one is Zenobia.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Zenobia.
Hello.
I'm from Mumbai. Hi, I'm from Mumbai in India. I'm a practicing art therapist and a counselor. This program jumped out to me for the simple reason I believe in signs and synchronicities. I'm looking to empower more women through my work, and the goddess within definitely substantiates and adds to that. So yes, thank you very much.
Amazing. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Thank you all. So please mute yourself. Okay. So what we're going to do, I'm connecting to what Ilse was talking about. We're going to take a questionnaire. You're going to take a questionnaire. All of you are going to take a questionnaire. And the questionnaire is connected to the book, The Goddess Within You. This is in Hebrew, but of course it was written in English. And I will say just 2 words so you can do the questionnaire more easily. Do you see it? I shared it in the beginning before you got in. Do you see it in the chat? Or I will shortly share it. No. I will shortly share the questionnaire. It has 50 questions, 50. Don't be afraid. It goes fast. It's on Google Forms. You just do it on your computer. And what happens in the questionnaire is that you get to find out which goddess you are, or which archetype of goddess you are. Okay. I believe that all of us are goddesses. Like Vinti said, she's looking for what goddess she is. We're all looking for what kind of goddesses, but we're goddesses, and we're meant to live in some kind of a way that is good for us, and each one has whatever is good for her or him. And this questionnaire is just like a mirror, will help us see what kind of an archetype of goddess we are. I will say 2 more words about this book of Jane Shinoda Bolen, and I can put it in if you want to read it afterwards. Jane Shinoda Bolen, she wrote this book in 1984. She is a therapist, and what she discovered is that working with women, working with archetypes with women is very helpful. So she took the goddesses as archetypes, and that's how she treated women, with the archetypes of the goddesses. Okay. Please do put the name of the book. I will put. Once you do the questionnaire, I will.
I have it in Portuguese as well. I read this book. Oh my God, that's awesome. Thank you. This is great.
Okay. So this is an Israeli woman who created the questionnaire. Her name is Simcha Levin, and I want to acknowledge her. And she wrote also a book, but part of the book is the questionnaire. And I work with it. I just changed it a little bit, and I translated it to English. So if you have a question, it's really easy. I did it on Google Forms. You just fill it, and you can, and it's only for you to see. No one sees it. So don't be afraid that you don't need to send it to me. You can send it to yourself so you can have it, to look at it afterwards. And after you're done with the questionnaire, then I'll send you another form of how to deal with the questionnaire. But first of all, that you do the 50 questions, and it's between 1 till 5. 1 is not at all, 5 is always. And just write down the first thing that goes into your mind. Don't think about it. It's not a PhD or something. It's just, fast, 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 fast. Okay, I will, just a minute. Okay, tell me if you see it. Just a minute, I'm sharing it. Okay, so this is, you just click on it and you get into it, and I'll put some music in the, just, you can.
if anybody has any trouble, I can try to help.
Yeah, and I'm here also.
We have to download.
Yes, please. I really don't know how to go into Google Form.
You have to download.
Just press.
What do I click on?
The link.
Just press on.
Where is the link?
Just press.
No, where
Roshana,
will, yes.
Do you see
where
the
will
chat?
I find the link? Yes, in the chat.
You
huh?
have.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
on the
Okay.
chat.
All right. All right.
Great.
Okay. Okay. So shall we start doing that?
Yes, start doing it, and I'm putting some music really just for us.
Okay. Okay.
I am the goddess bearer of life. I am the goddess divine. I am the goddess divine. I see Venus, Ishtar, Kali, Minerva, Shakti, Kuan Yin, Lakshmi. I am the goddess divine. I am the goddess divine. I am the goddess ever living. I am the goddess ever loving. I am the goddess divine. I am the goddess divine. I see it's Venus, Ishtar, Kali, Minerva, Shakti, Kuan Yin, Lakshmi. I am the goddess divine. I am the goddess divine. I am the goddess creatress of life. I am the goddess who nourishes life. I am the goddess divine. I am the goddess divine. I see as Venus, Ishtar, Kali, Minerva, Shakti, Kuan Yin, Lakshmi. I am the goddess divine. I am the goddess divine. I am the goddess mother of life. I am the goddess bearer of life. I am the goddess divine. I am the goddess divine. שעה. עדיין אין שלווה ואין את השקט, כי בכל מקום עולה מולי דמותך. גם אם קשה לי להגיד מילים יפות מאלה, גם אם לא מצאתי דרך להגיד שלך, תדע עכשיו שרק אותך אני אוהבת, תדע בלב אני תמיד איתך, תדע אני תמיד תמיד איתך. Tuve mira प्यार पहला, तुहे मेरा प्यार पहला, तुहे मेरा प्यार, तुहे मेरा प्यार, तुहे मेरा प्यार पहला. זה לא אומר שכך ואין אחרת, זו רק שפה ביום חולם, ואז תראה איך שתזרח השמש, אשוב אליך מן הגשם השוטף. גם אם קשה לי להגיד מילים יפות מאלה, גם אם לא מצאתי דרך להגיד שלך, תדע עכשיו שרק אותך אני אוהבת, תדע בלב אני תמיד איתך, תדע אני תמיד תמיד איתך. גם אם קשה לי להגיד מילים יפות מאלה, גם אם לא מצאתי דרך להגיד שלך, תדע עכשיו שרק אותך אני אוהבת, תדע בלב אני תמיד איתך, תדע אני תמיד תמיד איתך. Tuve mira प्यार, גם אם קשה לי להגיד מילים יפות מאלה, גם אם לא מצאתי דרך להגיד שלך, תדע עכשיו שרק אותך אני אוהבת, תדע בלב אני תמיד איתך, תדע אני תמיד תמיד איתך. גם אם קשה לי להגיד מילים יפות מאלה, גם אם לא
Okay. Those two songs are 8 minutes. I checked. How are you doing? I see that some people are done.
I'm halfway. It took me a while to get this.
Halfway. Okay, okay. What about other people?
I'm all set. How do we get our response?
Yeah, I probably need another 3 minutes to
Another 5 minutes.
Okay, another 3 minutes. Okay, let me do. Okay, so I'll just put the 3-minute song again, and you go on. You get the response after you're done. Just save it on your computer. Don't leave it, and I will send you the response page that you get that you can do it. Okay. I will put it right now for those who are done.
I submitted my response. Does that mean
I did mine too.
Okay, you
Yeah,
submitted
me
it,
too.
so you'll get it. And you know what? Whoever needs to continue will continue. Whoever is done, I'm explaining what you do right now. Okay, that's what we'll do. So we'll be on track. Just a minute. Okay.
You should go out now and be with them. Just let me chance. Now they're on their phone again. The whole day they've been on their phone.
Who is talking?
Tell them, no,
Everything
let's
is
play a
fine?
game, talk, do something. You don't have to wait. Tell them, do something in their life. Play cards.
Somebody speaking, can we mute our audio, please? Thank you.
Yeah.
Rishabh.
Just a minute.
Rishabh.
Rachna.
Rachna.
Okay, thank you.
Can you mute? Okay.
Yes, she's muted. She's muted herself.
Okay. I'm just figuring out. I did it before when we rehearsed with Rebecca. I'm figuring it out again. How to put this. Okay. What I'm going to do is put a Word document, really easy one, a Word document on the chat, and you get it on your computer, and then I will explain what to do with it. You know what? I will put it on the. Okay, this just a minute.
Iris, if we submitted, will we get our responses back?
No, you need this Word document for to do it, because it's a kind of a questionnaire that is old-fashioned. You just go and see the questions and write them down, just the answers, and then see what's your response for it.
So if we submitted, do we have to do it again?
No, you have it on. You have it.
No,
if you submitted it, you have it.
I submitted it and I haven't gotten anything back. So do I need to do it again?
I'm guessing that you need to, just a minute. Let me see. If you submitted it, then I'll have it. Okay.
Great.
Okay. This did not happen. Yeah, I have responses of all of you, so you don't need to do it again. Okay, but.
Yay!
I also submitted it, Iris. Just now I submitted.
Yeah. Okay, so I have responses of all of you. I know, you know what will happen? I will need to send you all which goddesses you are, because I need to go each one of you. Okay, to see. Okay, this is technology.
How can I support you?
I don't know.
Well, let me see if I can post the Word document.
Okay, see if you can post the Word document, but it doesn't help because you need the answers.
Yeah.
So I will just go on, and then each one will get her which kind of goddesses afterwards for me, because I will go over it and just send you.
Well, can you send it back to us?
I want to see if I have it individually, and then I can send it back, because I have it like let's see.
You could send it in the private chat, but
I have all the answers, but I don't see who answered it.
Yeah, we didn't put our name there.
No, I'm just a minute. No, I'm supposed to see the emails. Okay. Okay. I can't see who submitted each one, but I will go on with the presentation, and you will figure out which goddesses you are from the questions, and you still have the Google Docs. I will figure it out later, because otherwise we'll just be with technology all the time. I'm sorry. It comes anonymously, I'm afraid, with Google Forms. No, I did a whole assessment plan with Google Forms, and it didn't come anonymously, but I need to check it out because I can't see it right now. And whoever has it on her computer, just leave it on the computer right now. Okay, and then I'll figure it out. And I will just explain to you what do you do with it afterwards. So you can do it after we are done with the workshop, okay? It's really easy. I'll share the okay. This is how it goes. So we have the 5 goddesses, and this is just a demonstration. These are the question numbers. Question number over here, okay? Like question number 1, question number 2, question number 3.
You
Yeah.
need to open it up.
Can you
Open up the document so we can see it.
It's opened.
On our screen, we see just your questionnaire.
Just are there?
The goddess.
Okay, let's see.
You have to shift your
yes.
screen. Right, there you go.
Okay, again. Wait. Oh, just a minute, okay?
You want me to share my screen?
If it doesn't work right now, then I will need you to share your screen, but I do hope it does. Let's see. Can you see it right now?
Something's coming up. One second. There you go. It's there.
Yeah, it's a Word document. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for telling me, because otherwise I would have talked to myself. Okay, so this is how it goes. These are the numbers of the question number 1, 2, 3, 24, 26. Like if you had a score in question number 1, 4, then you put a 4 here, okay? And then if you have in question number 2, 3, then you put a 3, and so on. And this is question number 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. And once you're done with all the questions, 1 till 50, then you have like many scores in this column. Okay, you do an average of the scores and you put them here, and this is your score for this goddess. Like, for example, if all my Artemis questions are it becomes like 4 or 4.5, okay, and then Athena becomes 4, and then Hera becomes 2, and then Demeter becomes 1, and then Aphrodite becomes 3. Then I know that my archetype is Artemis. Okay, so you have it all here, and I will send it by mail afterwards. I have your emails. And you can put also the emails again when we're done. And so you can do it by yourself and not deal with it right now. And when I will talk right now about the goddesses, then I'm sure you will figure out which archetype you belong to. So bear with me right now, and then you can do it later. I'm sorry, it didn't work out for some of you. And what I wanted to do is share the Word document so we could do it online, but okay. So I'm continuing with the presentation. Okay. Okay, so the archetype. The archetype is not a real thing. It's an image. It's an image that determines our responses and our emotions. If, like, for example, Vinti, well, she does all the questionnaire, and she sees that maybe she's an Aphrodite. Okay, and Aphrodite has like many things that she does. It's not that Vinti is an Aphrodite, but she's more likely to be in an emotional side or react like an Aphrodite. Okay, so we like working with archetypes because it organizes a world in some kind of a way. Okay, so I want to introduce us to the goddesses that Jane Shinoda worked with. Okay, she worked with a few more.
You have a quick question,
yes.
Elsa. Why do you use 5 goddesses while the book mentions 7?
I know. Because the questionnaire did not talk about Persephone, and did not talk about one more. Estea.
And which
Estea, and Estea, which is the goddess of the spirit. And actually, I don't know why the questionnaire didn't take them. I know about Persephone. She's like, she's a difficult goddess, and she's not, I don't know. This is the questionnaire, so we dealt with five archetypes, and so we will go with this.
Perfect.
And I think it's except Estea, which I would. Yes,
I was
who's
curious
that?
with that. No, this is also I asked the question, but that's fine. I just
yeah,
wondered.
I was curious too, and actually I want to put Estea in the questionnaire. And the next one she'll be. Okay, so we're talking about Artemis.
Oh,
what?
Sorry, I was just gonna say. Go back.
Yes. No, we're talking. Do you see it? Do you see the goddesses?
We do.
Okay, we're talking about Artemis, which is the goddess of hunting. Okay, and I know, and I'm sure that most of you will know more than me about the Greek mythology. We're not going to get into it because we're just talking about archetypes. We're just going to take the archetypes of the goddesses and see what resonates with us. And in this really short workshop, which became shorter right now, I don't want to go into the mythology stories, which are amazing. Just talk about the goddesses and their main characteristics. So we're going to talk about Athena, the goddess of wisdom and art. And we're going to talk about Hera, the goddess of marriage. And Demeter, I think that's how you say it. Yes, okay, thanks, Rebecca. I see you on the small. The goddess of motherhood. And of course, Aphrodite, which is I think she's one of the most famous goddesses, love, beauty, sensuality, and so on. I'm going to talk a little bit about each one of them. And if you get into your questionnaire afterwards, you see that the questions are connected to all the goddesses. So the first one will be Artemis. I like the key sentence of Artemis: I can take care of myself. I'm independent. Her energy goes to achievements, goals, challenges. It's all written here. She's tense when she has lack of control, and when she sees social injustice. And I'm reminding you, this is the archetype, not the goddess. Okay, now I saw the chat, so I have to leave. Bye-bye. I'm sorry for you too. Okay. So how do we get along with an Artemis? Did each one of you think she was an Artemis? according to the questionnaire, or you don't know yet? You'll know after the workshop, I'm guessing. Ah, Rebecca. Okay. Who else? Okay. So you'll know after the workshop. And how to get along with an Artemis. Talk to her matter of fact. Let her be the leader, meet her promises, and maybe think about other women in your life that maybe they are Artemis. And if someone has like an example of someone who is an Artemis, I would love to hear it. And if not, I can give an example.
Iris, may I ask a question?
Of course.
So for some reason, I thought that each of us has the 7 goddesses inside of us, and that they activate in different circumstances. But maybe, yes, we do have a more influence of one of them. So when you ask, I see in myself a little bit of Artemis. Now, would I be a total Artemis? I don't think so.
Usually, when you'll be done with the questionnaire, you'll have a main goddesses that is your archetype, like something like maybe 4.5, or even the average will be like 4.5 out of 5. And then you'll have a second one, which is also like will be a 4, and the other ones will be much lower. That's usually what happens. I did it many times, this questionnaire. You have it all in you. All 7 are in you, in every one of us. And but you have usually something that is stronger in you. And it's your natural strength. You don't have to do anything to be in it. That's what's so nice about it. And it's not that you're only Artemis or only Aphrodite, but this is natural for you. So if you want to be a goddess, or when you want to be a goddess, so you say, okay, this is natural for me to take care of myself, or to be public, to be active publicly. And it's really natural. I have this example I saw someone on the chats. Would love to reconnect sometime later. Okay. I have an example of this friend I have. We're gathering for this, just a friends, drinking coffee and talking about one of these days, we'll go to this workshop, something like that. And then the next day, all of us get this email. The workshop will take place in 2 weeks. Save the date, and you need to come with special clothes and this and that. It's very natural for her. Like for someone else, it would take years and years to get organized, but for her, like she did it in 2 minutes. Okay, so this is an Artemis, and one that is mostly Artemis. I'm going on, so I get to go over just a minute. I think someone else has to leave. Rebecca, can you look at the chat, please? Okay, so we're talking about Hera. Key sentence is being in a couple, parity is the key to happiness. Her energy is finding a spouse, caring for others, nourishing, maintaining relationship. What causes her tensions is relationship problems. I will give an example, please, because everything is written. For meeting this archetype was really eye-opening for me, because I would really get annoyed with friends that told me that they need to consult with their husband or ask their partner if they need to go somewhere or do something. And when I realized that this is their archetype, then I knew this friend is a Hera. Okay, she she works best by being a partner with someone. That's her best self. And look in your life if you have heroes around you. I'm sure you do have, most of you, all of you. Okay, Demeter is the one that
hi,
said
Iris.
yes.
This is Vinti.
Yes.
I have a quick question.
Yes. Sure. Go for it.
In the context of Hera, what do you mean? What does the word parity mean?
Being in a couple.
Ah, okay.
Being together with, I didn't want to write, paired. I didn't want to write being with a husband since I'm active for the LGBT, so it's being with a wife also. It could be, okay?
So being
paired together. Being coupled, okay. Parity is not a word, Rebecca?
Parity is a word, it just means something a little bit different than what I think you're trying to get at.
Okay, being coupled. Okay, thank you for asking. Thank you. Demeter is the one that her sentence is children are the joy. In Hebrew, we have a word, a really nice song for it. Yeladim Simcha, really great singer. She is the one who's taking care of the children. She is the one taking care of her students. When I did this workshop, I think 2 years ago, and my mother joined me, then we did the questionnaire, and of course she was a Demeter. She has four daughters and thousands of students, which she all takes care and remembers the names. And this is a Demeter. Christina, you wanted to ask something? No, okay. Okay, I'm going to, just a minute. The last one is Aphrodite. You say Aphrodite? That's how we say it in Hebrew.
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite. But you understand, she's beautiful. Her sentence is, all you need is love, or love is around the world, or whatever, something with love. She's sensual, she's sexual, she's creative. She loves falling in love, and she's like a butterfly. And as we talked of someone's question, it's not really a person, but it's a metaphor of a person. And when you see an Aphrodite, then you recognize her, really. I have a really nice example of a woman I've met just not long ago. I didn't know her. She was leading a workshop with me in outdoor workshop, and she's really beautiful. And I told her, where do you live? Like, like I asked you, where do you live? So she said, in many places. So I told her, how can you live in many places? So she said, I sold my house and I just live like a month here and a month there, in Vietnam, in India, in this and that. She goes around and it's like a butterfly. She lives in many places and she has no attachments or no roots to anywhere. And so this is really an Aphrodite. Someone that is connected to love, connected to sexuality, connected to being free. And of course, I really want to talk about Hestia, which is the goddess of the bonfire or the fireside. And she demonstrates the spiritual side of a woman, the woman who is into herself and needs herself to be centered all the time and is not into looking what other people think about her. More of an inner introspective.
Which one is that?
That Hestia, she was not but she is in the book.
Did you show us the Athena The slide of Athena. I didn't get that one.
I think, okay, let's see. I think I, for some reason, I think you're right. Let's see. Yeah, okay, just a minute.
Yeah, screen share again.
Yeah, Athena is not there. She is there. I need to get back to her. Here is Athena. Thank you. I felt that something was missing. Okay, I'm just leaving it. Do you see it right now?
I see
You see it all right?
Oh, there it is. Okay,
Okay,
so
Athena.
this one, emotions
Okay.
need to be put aside.
Okay, Athena is the logic, and logic again. Okay, emotions are put aside, follow the logic, and her energy is devoted to tasks, goals. If Artemis was the CEO, then Athena would be the head of finance or the IT manager. Okay, something like that. Okay, it's a demonstration of what kind of career someone who is Athena would take. Banking and something that needs a lot of logic. And I had not long ago a workshop for engineers, and I asked them. I always ask people in the beginning of the workshop, "How do you feel?" And this woman, she didn't know to say how she feels. So I told her, listen, from 1 to 10, 1 is really horrible and 10 is amazing. How do you feel? Oh, she said, that's easy. I feel 8. Okay, so this is Athena. Athena is really logic, has all the time put emotions aside, don't talk about emotions, and also, and I'm sure if you look around, you'll see a few Athenas.
I have a friend, and I just spent a couple of days with them, and she is totally this.
Okay.
That was kind of impressive, actually. I was looking. She's all logic. She does research for everything and anything. She likes to be challenged intellectually, but the funniest thing is I cannot say that she can take care of herself because she's dependent on her husband to do everything in the house and on her children. She if her daughter comes to sleep with my daughter, she can't be away from her too long, which is kind of it's kind of confusing. But now I see totally she is clearly this. Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, so we have it all around us. What does it do, this archetype thing? It helps us be more flexible to ourselves and to the world. Because once you see, okay, I know that my main thing is Artemis. And this is easy for me organizing, easy for me telling Nilima, okay, I'll do this workshop and I'll do it. And it's really difficult for me being logic. Then I can be helpful with my friend who is an Athena, or can be loving to this other friend, which is Aphrodite, because that's how she is. That's her strength. And I used to be very judgmental to a lot of stuff, which was not me, because that's how you are. When you're judgmental, you say, okay, why does she need to, I don't know, come with this dress which is like halfway down or stuff like that? And that's how she is. That's how she likes herself. That's how she is. Okay, so now what I want to do you have questions?
Yes, I have a question. I'm sorry to be taking a little bit too much of the stage, but
No, Christina, it's fine. Go for it.
So I had some difficulties in answering quickly because I believe that I changed. These last years, I've changed a lot. And so when the questions came, I had to think a little bit. I am not the same person I was before. Maybe if I do this in 2 years, it won't be the same. I don't know. What do you have to say about that?
I was thinking the exact same thing when I was preparing it, because I did it many times. And when you have time and you'll have afterwards time to see, then it's written in the questionnaire. Just do what you do normally, what you would have done for many years. But I would say go for what you would have done when you were like 18, 19, as an adolescent, because that's sometimes you change during the years and then you get back to yourself, you unpeel yourself and go for what is it you now. Because sometimes when you do conscious work, then you peel off your layers that distracted you of being yourself. And so I would go for what's now. What is it now?
Right. So that's what I did.
What is it now?
Because I like myself better now.
Yeah. And if you like yourself better now, and if it's easier for you, it has two questions you need to ask yourself. Do you like yourself? And do you do it with ease? Because sometimes when you do stuff that is not your natural strength, you're very tense and it takes you a lot of energy doing it. And when it takes you a lot of energy, it's not your inner strength. It's not your natural strength. When you do it at ease, like you said about this friend who is doing researchers, I'm sure it's easy for her. Because
yes, very easy.
When you
but it
when
was
you
hard.
do it at ease, and it's hard for you, yeah. I know.
But
I had this.
It was hard for me to be around her for so long. It was hard for me. So I like her a lot, but it was a little hard for me to be around her 24/7.
Well, it's part of it, but maybe it's not only the Athena, maybe it's other stuff, but let's not go into it.
You mentioned two questions. One was, do you like yourself? And the second one,
do you
can
do
you
it with
answer
ease?
Christina right now?
Yes. The other question is, do you do it with ease? Is it easy for you to do it?
Okay.
Because sometimes when you're not in your natural strength, it's really difficult. You find yourself working really hard to be this way, then most of the time it's not you. It's something that you want to be. Think that this goddess is better. Like, someone will think this goddess of Athena is really good because she's really logical and she's really this person who doesn't have emotions. I want to be her, but it's really difficult for me because I'm not her. And I try 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 and I try, and it takes up so much of my energy. And sometimes people live their whole lives like that, really, of this energy sucking, trying to be something else. So if you do it at ease, then this is one of the questions I would ask. What I want to do now is take like maybe 5 minutes, okay, 5 minutes, and send you to breakout rooms and share 3 questions with your partner. You'll be with couples, okay, 2 people in the breakout room. If you know what kind of goddess you are, or you have some kind of a clue what kind of goddess you are. How do you like or dislike the goddess that you are? And what kind of goddesses do you see around you? Like I told you about the Hera, I had a few of them and I really had a hard time with them until I saw that, okay, this is them. What kind of goddess is like, makes you a little bit uneasy? So 3 questions. I'll put it on, you can, you remember the questions. I don't want to share the screen. I just want to send you for 5 minutes to the breakout rooms. Automatically. Okay, and in 5 minutes, you will come back. Just a minute.
What do you want us to do?
Is to answer 3 questions.
Oh.
Okay. One question is, do you know which goddess you are? Okay. The second question is, do you like or dislike the goddess that you are? And the third question is, what kind of goddesses do you have around you? And especially which one is more challenging for you, I would say. Like you said, the Athena was challenging for you. Okay, understood? I don't want to put the sharing, so I'm sending you for 5 minutes. Just a minute, options. 5 minutes. So we'll have time to sum it up. No. 5. Okay. Just press on the breakout room. Melanie, just press on the breakout room so you can be with your partner.
Okay, back.
Back, okay, so, and okay, so there are all participants have given 60 seconds to leave their breakout rooms. Great. This was really
It must have been very challenging, honey. I'm so sorry. I wish I could have been of more help.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It was challenging, but I did, and that's why I was consulting with you to send it ahead of time. But I knew that people will not answer it.
Yeah, they wouldn't have done, because there's no commitment.
They wouldn't
right?
have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is what it is, and I think it's nice anyways.
So maybe there's a way to use a different kind of form, not like just a different kind of form that you just fill it out. And
yeah, and that's the regular form. And I can send it the regular form of what you do with it.
Yeah. Maybe it's like a Google Doc like I've been using, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Hey, ladies. How are you doing?
Wasn't enough.
No, it's never enough.
Iris,
It's never enough.
Iris, may I share
Yes.
something with the group?
Yeah, of course.
A painting, a painting I did when I read this book of the goddesses in all of us.
Okay.
Oh,
beautiful.
Oh.
So this is
That's
Mother
amazing.
Earth.
Oh, it is
Mother
really
Earth,
beautiful.
and
Yeah.
the goddess, the Mother Earth, and then here are the 7 goddesses.
yes.
And
So
that's the
beautiful.
moon.
Nice.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very proud of it. It's very, it has a, and I would like to ask something.
Of course.
Does anyone know what this is?
No,
It
don't know.
It looks Incan. It looks
No,
Mayan.
it doesn't. It doesn't. I don't think so. Can you show it again, please?
I was thinking maybe Jakarta.
It's from the Far East. It's not
Indonesia.
from the.
Would be Indonesia, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know what it is. Okay, sorry.
Okay, okay. Let's make a closure of all that we've been talking to, and so we started with trying to do the questionnaire, which you'll do by yourself, and I will send it to you afterwards on email, and trying to see which kind of goddesses we are. Talking a little bit about the book, which some of you read, which is kind of really cool, the book of Jane Shinoda, and talking about archetypes and goddesses that are archetypes, and what kind of an archetype do we know, do we get, what kind of, maybe what kind of an archetype we are. And again, I'm saying we are all the goddesses. All of us are all the goddesses, but it's good to know, which kind is easier for us, which archetype is natural for us. And we have 7 more minutes. I want to hear you. What came out of the breakout rooms? What do you take from this session? Whatever you want to say, just the 7 minutes are, well, 6 are yours. So I'm going to just go around, and Mirna wants to be first. I see her, like she's really a good student. So Mirna will be first, and then I will go clockwise. Okay, go for it.
Okay, can you hear me?
Sure.
I am definitely, I'm a mother, but I am not Demeter because it's not a natural thing for me. It's very, very difficult being a parent. So this is not, I'm maybe 5% her now or something. But I love Aphrodite because she's just all about love. And I think there's some judgment around her. But what we were, Venti and I were talking about this, what really matters more than love, right? So if we can embody love, be love, and give love, and have that, and that's, I need a lot of love, and there's no shame in that, right? That should be okay too. But then she needs a lot of freedom. I think that's mainly my core archetype, and a little bit of Artemis. And my mother is Athena, and I'm so annoyed by her. My own mother has like no emotion.
Okay,
that's what I
so
wanted
welcome Mirna Aphrodite.
Thank you.
Okay, okay. So I want to hear Melanie because she needs to go, and then we'll go to Vinti. Okay.
Can you say one thing, Melanie, before you have to jump?
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure which goddess I am, so it was a little bit difficult. But wait. But no, we were talking about, it was very interesting just to see and the woman surrounding me, these archetypes. Sometimes you understand the person's then better, and that was and for me it was interesting just to see points that you don't accept on you, and that you don't like, that you can work on, and that you have everything of the goddesses in you, and it's cool. I like that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Melanie. Okay, bye-bye. Vinti, what about you?
So I think it's interesting that you said that I'm probably Aphrodite. I don't know whether you said that by looking at the response.
No, just as an example, that's all. I don't know you. It was just an example.
But it's interesting also that Mirna and I were paired, and both of us, I do feel like a lot, I do identify a lot with Aphrodite, and especially right now. I don't know whether, in life in general. And that's one of the things we were talking about, that, like Christina was saying, I feel like I have all of them within me. And I almost felt, as I was listening to you, Iris, and the presentation, I felt like a pie chart was getting filled out in my head, which sounds very Athena.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, just that I'm perhaps 10% of this and 5% of that and 25% of that. And, but it's,
You're
sorry?
most likely you are, Vinci. Most likely you are. 10% of this and 25% of that. Like everyone else. They're
Yes.
all good. They're all good.
Yes. I think the to me what is most valuable therefore in this right now is that which is the goddess that is seeking expression in me at this point in time.
Okay.
Nice way of looking at it.
That should be interesting for you to discover.
Yeah.
And sending you to discover that.
Thank you.
With the questionnaire.
Yes.
You have homework.
Homework.
Okay.
Yes,
Ilse, yeah, I have homework. Ilse, what about you?
So I've recognized so Aphrodite. Well, actually, you know, as I mentioned, I've read the book, but you know, I think it was my first personal development book, let's say, so long time ago. So I think so it's Aphrodite. I have Athena, but you know, I'm not the logic one, because I am somebody who will take decisions based on her intuition, you know, so it's not pure that. But yeah, I'm also known for that. You know, when my sister needs, she says, I need somebody who's logical here. Can you help me? You know, she'll come to me. So I have that one in me also. I have Aphrodite, but like Hera, I don't have much. I mean, I don't want to say I don't have it, but you know, I'm afraid it's very low. And Demeter is so-so. You know, I'm not. I'm not like, you know, you know, I think it was Mina who talked about that, right? But you know, I'm as a parent, yeah, I'm there, but you know, it's not the strongest.
It's not your main issue.
No,
yeah.
no.
And I told Rebecca. Rebecca and I were in the breakout room together because we're not. And I told her that sometimes Demeter is not only for children; it's for other people.
No,
caring
yeah,
for other people.
but I was
Those that have students, that have followers, they're caring for other people. So
yeah, but I have a friend like that. She's just, you know, you come to her home and she will be cooking. She'll ask you, are you hungry? And she'll start cooking in the kitchen, you know. I mean, it can be 2 hours, no problem. You know, she's a real Demeter, you know, she takes care. And, you know, when I had problems, there's an issue, you know, well, she'll say, you know, can I keep your son? And, but, you know, I'm not that person, but she's very much that, yeah, definitely.
And all the goddesses are good. None of them are bad. All of them are good, really. All of them are good. There is nothing better than this one. Aphrodite is not better than Demeter, and Demeter is not better than Athena. They're all good. Judith, you want to share with us just a sentence, and then Rebecca, and then we'll say goodbye.
I really couldn't now find myself to any of them because it was, I didn't have the time to look and to finish the questionnaire. But as you said, we are having all of it. And I was sharing with Christina, if you want, there is another Goddesses in Older Women and the Wisdom Woman by Shinoda Bowen, and she does it very nice too. And I don't know, I think Christina said something in the very beginning that she likes herself now better than she used to be. And that it's something that we all got from the wisdom that we really got from the goddesses. And that wisdom helped us to be what we are. I couldn't find myself today in any one specifically, but it was a great process. And listening to you all was really very enlightening. So thank you.
And you get the questionnaire in Hebrew in the email. So we have time
okay.
to think about it and
Yeah,
answer it.
the issue was not the
I know,
English
but
or
since
Hebrew,
I
it
have
was
it,
the time of it.
yes,
Yes.
yes. Rebecca, you want to say something?
Yeah, I thought it was really just wonderful to think, I think a real change for me was that, there's parts of Artemis that is clear for me, social justice and warrior and all of those pieces. And there's parts that are not, but when you had said that Demeter is not just about being a mother, it's about being the mother of all things, I thought, oh, that makes more sense, right? Like it's, I am not a mother, but I am a mother to a four-legged dog and, like a mother to friends and a mother, like to those things. So that was really an important distinction. So thank you for helping me with that.
And well, it was a great pleasure being with you here this afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it is for you, and meeting women from all around the world in these little boxes and getting to hear a little bit, a small piece of each one of our hearts. And so thank you for sharing, thank you for being here, and thank you for opening to something a little bit new and a little bit old, and I'm still excited. Usually I'm less excited in the end of the workshop, but now I'm still excited. So it was a great pleasure for me having you. I'm sorry that the technology was not working too well. You will get the questionnaire and what you need to fill out, so you will have your whatever goddesses you are. I'm sure you have a clue by now, but it's really fun to do it by yourself. And feel free to be in touch. You have my email, and I would like to see you again sometime on the computer or face to face. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have
Thank
a good
you.
evening, day, night, whatever part of the world you are in and whatever the time is there.
Thank you.
For Rebecca and
Thank you.
Myrna, it's morning.
Yeah, morning for us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.